Hello friends, welcome to LG Institute of Physiotherapy. Today we are going to learn about manual muscle testing. In manual muscle testing, we'll see overview of test procedures of MMT. In that, brake test, active resistance test, application of resistance and stabilization. So let's start with the discussion of brake test. Manual resistance is applied to a limb or other body part after it has actively completed its test range of motion against gravity. The term resistance is always used to denote a concentric force provided by tester or therapist that acts in opposition to contracting muscles. Manual resistance should always be applied opposite to the muscle's action of the participating muscle or muscles. The patient is asked to hold the body segment at or near the end of available range or at the point in range where the muscle is most strongly challenged. At this point, the patient is instructed to not allow the therapist to break the hold while the therapist applies manual resistance. So, we'll take the example of elbow flexion. Uh, Patient will complete the full range of motion, that means the full elbow flexion, or uh, patient will complete the full available range of motion of elbow joint. So at the end range, will instruct the patient will at the end range hold that body segment or hold that elbow in the same position while the therapist apply the manual resistance, and will instruct the patient not allow the therapist to break the hold. Again, I repeat, the patient is instructed to not allow the therapist to extend the elbow while the therapist apply the manual resistance. So this is known as brake test. Next, active resistance test. This resistance is applied opposite the actively contracting movement throughout the range, starting at the fully lengthened position, and the amount of resistance matches the patient resistance but allow the joint to move through the full range. And this kind of the manual muscle test requires a considerable skill and experience to perform and is not reliable. Thus, its use is not recommended as a testing procedure, but it may be effective as a therapeutic exercise technique. Next is application of resistance. So where to apply, how to apply resistance during the MMT. So in MMT, external force in the form of resistance is applied at the end of range or after backing off slightly from the end of range in the direction opposite the actively contracting muscle. The placement of resistance is typically nearly the distal end of the body segment to which the tested muscle attach or insert, and there are exceptions to this rule. One exception is when the resistance cannot be provided effectively without moving to a more distal body segment. For example, shoulder and hip internal and external rotators. The application of manual resistance should never be a sudden or uneven or jerky. That means therapist should not apply the resistance in sudden way or uneven or in jerky. The therapist should apply resistance with full patient awareness, then in a somewhat slow and gradual manner. That means we have to take care of patient, and always we have to instruct the patient about the whenever we are going to apply manual resistance. So patient should be aware of resistance, and therapy should apply the resistance in a slow and gradual manner, and slightly exceeding the muscle's force as it builds over 2 to 3 seconds to achieve the maximum tolerable intensity. The therapist also should understand that the weight of the limb plus the influence of gravity is a part of the test response. So, therapists also consider the weight of a patient, that means how the healthy person is. So, by that, therapists can calculate the weight of the limb As we can discuss, the lower limb is heavier than upper limb, and it can influence matlab, it can influence the MMT. So therapist should consider the weight of limb during the MMT. So weekend muscles are first weakened muscles are tested in a plane horizontal to the direction of gravity with the body parts supported on a smooth. Even therapists can use the powder board flat surface in such a way that friction force is minimal. That means the grade 2, 1 and 0, it can be tested in horizontal plane, and even we can use the flat surface in horizontal plane, even we can use the powder board in horizontal plane. And on other hand, for stronger muscles, that means the for grade 3, 4 and 5, that for stronger muscles that can complete the full range of motion in direction against the pull of gravity in grade 3, and in grade 4 and 5 the resistance is applied perpendicular to the line of gravity. And next, stabilization. So stabilization of body or segment is crucial to assigning accurate muscle test grades. So by stabilization we can secure the substitute motion. So and even we can focus the particular muscles or by particular movements. So patient for whom stabilization is particularly important include those with the weakness in stabilizing muscles. Example, scapular stabilization stabilizers when testing the shoulder muscles, and those who are particularly strong in the tested muscle action. A muscle or a muscles group that is particularly strong may also require patient stabilization if the full capacity of muscle group is to be accurately tested. So this is all about today's lecture. So thank you friends.